Hey everyone, how's it going? Forgot to shave. How come everyone's late? Oh, because Bruce is late. Bruce is always late getting to the streams. Do we see some fringing? Maybe the lights. One moment. Let me go see an adjustment. Less fringing there. A little bit of light showing up on that side. Hello everyone. Just adjusting. So one thing's for sure is we're going to see how the green screen is reacting while streaming. So it could be a little bit fuzzy action. If it is too much fuzzy, I'll have to readjust. Maybe proper lighting. Ooh. Ooh. We don't want that happening. Fringing around the chair. Let me go back and adjust. Hey, everyone. Let me go and adjust my thing. Doing some green screen tests. A little bit of better. Want to see me disappear? Yeah, this will be what I'll do when I do my Ouija board. Float around like a little ghost. Sorry, playing around. Let's try to get it right. This should be the best, I guess. We'll have to deal with that. Hey, did pretty good. Hello, everyone. Sorry, I'm unshaven, close, and in the light spots. Next stream, I'll be shaven. How's it going, Peter Benton? Hey, Bruce, good to see you again, bro. Hey, everyone, let's talk. Yeah, I really want to talk about. There's a fringing microphone. Oh, okay. First time I use a green screen, guys. Getting used to it. That's odd. Okay. Gotta hide it. Actually, gotta have my beard. There you go. But either way, yeah. So I hope you guys are seeing an image that is still a little clear, that you could see a little better. Hopefully. The size of the green screen that's behind me is the entire wall. So I could probably do some jogging and have the green screen behind me at the same time. And my eyes, look at that, guys. Isn't that cool? Now you can see my special eye watching you guys. Weird stuff that you could do with the green screen. Some cool stuff, right? Okay. I'm a kid. Christopher Rollins is in the house. Craig, 1971. How's it going? Great to see you too, Craig. Annette, hey, what are you guys thinking of the findings? These findings have to get out. They're the most incredible findings that most people have probably never known about on the moon. And I hope the last video got up good. Thanks a lot, you guys. It's rare, so I'm really happy that the video did get up a lot more than that. That's still fringing there. Maybe you'll see a little less. Not too bad. You have to have a really good computer to do a green screen, boy. I tell you that. And aside from that, if not, like to be able to keep, the chair in movement and everything, but not to get too much fringing. Thanks again, Annette. Minky Pinky. Bojack, not number one, but you still are in my heart, bro. Don't worry about it. You can't always be first. Look at me. You guys come here before I do sometimes. I'm not even on yet, and you guys are sitting here waiting for me. Gate Smasher, hoorah. Hello, you too. Thanks a lot, you guys. Hey, Sansi. Carol Lewis, hello from Spokane, Missouri. Hello to you. Thanks a lot. Hey, Darla. Darla's in the house. Distorted reality. Yeah, isn't that what we live in? A distorted reality. Hey, Space Family. Hello, Space Family. Thank you very much, Distorted Reality. Whoops. There you go. Nanette, how's it going? Norway. Hey, I get a lot of people from Norway. I have a friend, Annie, that comes by now. She even became a member to the channel from Norway. Sometimes she writes to me in the language of Norway, which I'm just finding out for myself. There's a couple of languages that you guys are using down there in Norway. There's one or two more popular ones, Norwegian, and all that. So that's another language I'm going to have to learn. Thank you, Nanette. Thank you very much, Mr. Peter Benton. Thanks for everything, you guys. Thanks, man. Yeah, space is scary. Everything's scary. Thanks, Carol. Hello. I shouldn't have mentioned it to anybody and just look at that. That's so creepy. Alfred, nice to see you too, man. Listening on YT. Keep up the good work. Thank you for your service. Well, thank you very much, Minky Pinky. Yeah, guys, I appreciate the support you guys and gals give the channel. It's incredible. I present a lot of new stuff here on the channel all the time. And of course, we review my entire research. I want this moon truth to get out. It's, people are looking at 60-year-old images of NASA, which is nothing wrong with it. I've viewed them myself, but to get some new images of the surface, it'd be nice. But we can't push them too much, eh? They talked about, they also talked about, what they talk about, water on the moon. They talked about clouds on Mars. They showed us sound on Mars, even though for 60 years they told us you couldn't hear sound. But then they have an excuse for that too. They say that on the surface, there's something else that the way it's recorded is the reason why everyone's hearing the audio and stuff. Anyway, whether it's true or not, we'll probably never know. Experimental Elemental, hello to you. Thanks, you guys. How's it going, Joe? Yes, I know. Very hairy. Now, I didn't want to come on either with that way, but you would have had to wait another 10 minutes. I just got into it at the same time. I did some errands, and I'm happy I did, so I'll be able to focus on the videos and everything today. At the same time, get another video up. But sometimes, even during the live streams now, we are going to review work. And, when we're talking about certain NASA images, this is why I went and got the green screen, to look more professional. And not just that, when I'm talking about something, depending on the copyrights of the images, I like being able to put something up behind me, professional, like in the news, to have right here an image up there that we can share and view together and understand what we're talking about, more interest to the channel and everything. But it's not easy. And I don't stop the research that I'm doing either. Yesterday, I had a stove problem, so I got rid of and fixed that. But it's the whole day that, in a way, I lost, because I don't take any days off doing this. I'm always working at it. And I love doing it because you guys, give just incredible support to the channel. So, wow. Thanks again, Darla. Thanks, mods, and all of you for being here. Nick Wolf's in the house, the Netherlands. Thank you very much, Nick. I appreciate that. Bruce, what are your thoughts on the crater Earth and us living with the creator, and moon is a reflection of the larger Earth? I love some of those theories. Thanks, Chris. A lot. It's horrible that I'm unshaved like this. I'm sorry, guys. But actually, I regret doing that. I should never have done that. But that's an interesting question that you asked. I got so much light on me. I look horrible. Okay, Dennis, thank you so much, bro. I mean, I'm going to get a razor. Thanks, man. Thank you, brother. And like you said, Chris, just want to see here. Thanks again, Dennis. Appreciate it, bro. A reflection, right? A lot of people, there's a theory that I said at one point. Imagine if we're actually in a crater and we're on the moon, and over top, the moon is actually the cover or the dome that's actually around Earth. So when you're looking outside of Earth, or the crater, which the sides could be so high that it could be that we're in a dark crater. Like, imagine all the darkness and stars around us are just, the sides of the crater, which would be pretty incredible. MJ, Thank you. Thanks a lot for appreciating it, you guys. Thanks, MJ. The stats is in the house. Nice to see you. It's No Shave November, fitting right in. Actually, yes, that's true, and that's why I'm not shaved. Thank you, the stats, for that. A wink of my creepy eye. I don't know why it does that. The green screen. Yeah, I know. Left eye is doing some weird stuff. It would have been good for Halloween, like doing some creepy stuff with the eyes. Is it still doing it? I hope not. Yes, it is actually starting to creep me out. Maybe I better go check in the mirror. Be sure it's not my eye that's actually doing that. How's it going, Karen? Evening to you too. A lot of rain here, guys. Right now it's raining. It's pouring rain outside, and yeah, that happens. Michael, how's it going? Why can't people tell the truth? Maybe lying and as well. Yeah, I mean, people should all tell the truth. You know, I wish. And the worst of it is a lot of people that, even on YouTube are a part of sharing some of the lies for whatever the reason. Maybe there's some fun in it. I don't know. Maybe it's just to be silly. I guess don't forget, not everybody believes that there's someone on the moon either. So when you think of it, it's when they see it. It is creepy. It is creeping me out. I can make myself half invisible to just, float in the center of Bruce Seazall. Okay, I'll stop doing it at one point. Ashwin Adams, thanks for being here. Thanks a lot, Darla, for welcoming everyone. Experimental Elemental, modding for what? The Flock TV in 20 minutes. Just giving you a thumbs up. Green screen working fine. Thank you, Experimental Elemental. Thanks a lot, my friend, for stopping by. Yeah, because usually the green screens are pretty bad. This fringing around. I guess all has to do with the adjustment of light, I guess. Not bad, though. There's not too much fringing around it. I don't think so. You see the difference? Way to keep it light, yes. Flying vehicles in the atmosphere of the moon. Do any of you that like following the channel maybe have any doubts of the way that I'm doing this? Like I said, I say it exactly in the video how I'm doing it, straight up viewing objects inside of the hazes of the moon. I've been, this is my 6th year starting the research, guys, and I've always been saying that the moon has clouds around it for the longest time, and I get a lot of people laughing at me. But listen, if we're seeing atmosphere like that or clouds, it can't be all smoke that's being created by those smokers that are going around the moon. It could be, but I think it would be more far fetched than anything else. And tonight's live stream will, of course, I'll prepare an entirely new video, 10, 12-minute video that we'll be able to go together and view at the same time if you all want to. Thanks a lot, Gate Smasher. Hoorah. I'm happy you appreciate it. It's not for everyone. It's an astronomy channel. It is always the same thing. I understand people that would feel that, we're just seeing maybe always the same thing. But for me, I feel it's viewing the entire universe, in different ways. For those interested, and it's not for games nor for attention or views. Actually, I did order the spirit board to be doing some tests, and maybe the spirit board is not going to work when I'm alone, because it worked when I was younger. And a spirit board, everybody knows that you need more than one person to make it work. So when it does work, I thought of a simple way that randomly, sometimes on occasion, of course, because it's not something you want to play every day, I'll be able to get an overhead image of me literally, and I'm not doing this for any stunt, literally blindfolded, completely my eyes hidden, or my back turned if I have to ask questions. And you will literally see the words be spelt out, empty spelt out, which is totally creepy. George, how's it going? Thank you if you're sharing the videos, MJ. Megan, how's it going? From Chapala, Mexico. Muchas gracias. Gracias por apoyo. Gracias por ver mis videos. Especially, I have a Spanish channel too. Mi canal de investigación español of Nice, Astronomia. Astronomia of Nice. You guys, Spanish speaking friends, you got to check out that channel too. We're approaching 700 subscribers. Thanks, everybody. 700 subscribers on the Spanish channel. I'm amazed, actually, to have reached at least a couple of hundreds. Anyways, Spanish speaking people. I hope some of the 700 people on the Spanish channel are actually Spanish speaking people, which would be cool. Another one that keeps getting me into wanting to make some bacon. Making bacon. Ain't see. Yay, Space Cow. How's it going? Kermit is in the house. Hey, I made the early show. Ribbit. Thank you very much, Kermit. Kermit Clemens. Appreciate that. Flat Earther is here. How's it going, Flat Earther? Scientifically speaking, says Flat Earther, we are not on a ball, lost in the vacuum of space, tumbling towards a black hole. Instead, we are one beautiful family in a non-rotating flat Earth, center of the universe. I have a lot of admiration in a lot of many parts of what you said, because I'm open to everything and anything, and I believe that anything can be done using the proper elements. And if you can think of something, most likely it can be done. And you say scientifically speaking, so we're going to talk scientifically. Yes, I know it sounds a bit ridiculous that we're floating around in a vacuum in space, tumbling towards a black hole, which is exactly what science tells us. That's true. You're right about that. No hiding there. So instead, we are one beautiful family on a non-rotating flat Earth. I have interest for the non-rotation of Earth. Another great interest for flat Earth, because you see, when we talk about flat Earth, a lot of people say, okay, flat Earth. They assume because we're saying flat Earth, it's like a paper, a pancake. It can be flat or straight, but we know on top of the surface, we have jagged edges. We have mountains like Mount Everest, 12, 18,000 feet way up into the air. And but as for the theory, I think it's super interesting. And being in the center of the universe is another one that's interesting. And I've even been mentioning it this week. Why? Because I was talking about it with a family member this week. It was my own mother. All the stars are revolving around us, right? Julius Caesar said that. They laughed at him because he thought that he was the center of the universe. Well, anyways, he was most likely right about him being in the center of the universe. I also like that theory a lot. And Milky Way over top, you look at the North Star is not moving, and around the North Star, you see the stars going all around us. So if you film the sky all night, you're going to see the stars go like this, literally. That's all they do. They turn all together like they were, like it's a sheet of paper with a light on it and holes in it, and you're just turning the paper. That's exactly what the stars look like. So can we be in the center of the universe on a stationary, non-revolving, flat Earth? I would say I appreciate that theory, and I think it's interesting. Thanks for sharing it. Now, I, credits for me for responding that way. I see a lot of people that are really against the flat Earth people, as they say. For some reason now, the flat earthers are people of their own. But anyways, look at it the way you want. It's what you said is interesting. And for me, only my opinion, I believe that if you're open-minded, if you're not open-minded enough to at least appreciate some of the things you said here, for me, I believe it's because you're closed-minded. But again, it's just my opinion, but I appreciate it. Victory, how's it going? Nice to see you. I still have a hard time understanding the moon's movement and shadows. Yes, you're absolutely right about that, Annette. And thanks for commenting again. Yeah, it's crazy because the moon is rotating, is what they say. And the moon's taking longer than Earth to rotate, yet they're rotating in synchronous motion together. And then objects are lying down on the moon because of libration and parallax, that they say, because it's two moving objects. And I'm on Earth, and with my telescope or camera, I'm filming another moving object. That apparently does parallax. We'd have to do the tests by filming other planes right inside the plane. If that was true, at certain distances, the planes would look more rounded and would look thinner the further they're out. So they're, until people do tests, it's just someone's opinion against, against their own. That's how I look at it. So, hey, Flat Earther, thanks a lot. It's not a solar system, it's a zodiac system. Check out the Antikythera mechanism. Vaguely heard about that. Wouldn't be able to explain it at all, though. I will look into that. Thank you very much, Flat Earther, for the generous contribution and for the awesome comment, man. I appreciate it. And again, I say man to everyone, so don't let me insult anyone if I'm wrong. Thanks again, Flat Earther. Caught a fleet near Orion Nebula. That's the place, Craig 1971. Thanks again, guys. Orion Nebula added a filter to make them out. They were very faint on original footage. Exactly it. Any filter you're going to use is going to bring, it's going to react to the atmosphere that's around the UFO. It's going to show you more of the fizzing light or whatnot. And I think you have to adjust. And when you say filter is a big word that I think people don't understand. There's nothing wrong with a filter. It's color. It's like saying I could stream myself in black and white. It's just a filter. That's what a filter is. When it starts changing the image and making it worse, well, then, you go back to other simple filters or whatnot. That's what I use. Straight up simple stuff. So thanks, Darla. Or Wells Bud, LGB. Thank you very much for being here. Hey, Bruce and humans. How's it going, peeps? Loved your last vid, Bruce. Thanks a lot. Thanks for appreciating it, you guys, the last video. The last video for me is something that gave me chills. I mean, imagine when I found that out. So say to yourself, what you're seeing close up was a very small part of the moon. Maybe not that small, but maybe half a lens small. And my lens split the other day, you guys. My grandfather's lens is split in two. Weird, eh? And everything's always weird here. So above that size. Anyways, give or take, at one point, people are going to believe that there's objects in the moon of the atmosphere. There definitely is. And it's scary because our governments and even the three branches of military and everything that's doing the security around the world say there is no, they're talking about no UFOs at one point. We know UFOs exist now. There was no water on the moon, unless frozen inside, way deep inside of the, bullcrap. And now they're saying there's rivers. There's flowing water on the moon. There's some on Mars. They found a vegetation on Mars in 2020. Some of you, I bet you even missed some of that. They didn't brag about it. Talked about the earthquakes on Mars, talked about a whole bunch of things. So that's, all these things that are occurring on planets and moons, guys, like earthquakes and wind that you hear on Mars and stuff. It's like, hello, can we assume visually and the visual evidence and common sense that there could be an atmosphere higher on Mars and on the moon than they actually said there was? That's for sure. Definitely. That's right. I believe that, Flat Earther. Never been on the moon. Assholes only took your imagination to the moon. I believe that. I don't know. You probably saw it. Buzz said himself that they did not go. That's true. They weren't ready, right? Excuse me. Sorry about that. That's what they said. But listen, if they went, there could be humans that went, but not the way they told us and not the way they showed the public. That's for sure. And I saw some clips that talked about it being in the Nevada desert, and then Stanley Kubrick. Those of you into researching this for real, all of you know Stanley Kubrick. And if you don't, well, he made The Shining. He's the one that wrote The Shining, but I have to be careful with that. He wrote The Shining movie from the book, or he wrote it all himself. I'm not going to go into that. As my eyes weird again, talking about Stanley Kubrick. Hey, Stanley, we know what you did. Moving right along. Would it not make sense, says Chris Wilson? Hi, hey, Chris. Would it not make sense the objects you capture could be a reflection of what is a larger Earth? Hey, I'm not going to say no. I love the theories. That's a cool one. So, makes sense. The objects you capture could be a reflection of what is a larger Earth. Yeah, that, yeah, it could be. It could absolutely be. Very interesting when you think of it. Is my eye going to bug like that for a long time? Because it's tripping me out. Love you more, man. Thanks, Dennis. Thank you very much, bro, for the support, you guys. And if you're here watching the videos, well, I can't thank you all enough. Space Cow, we hope you're doing. I am. Thanks a lot, you guys. I'm doing good because of all of you, my friends, and for the support you're giving. Yeah, thanks, Darla, especially. I appreciate that. Nanette, I love you for it, guys. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. It does mean a lot. I'm telling you, because I'm trying to reach a lot of people out there, and for me, guys, when I started, when I first found out, I hope my eye's not going to buzz because it's going to be a weird story. I was really emotional when I found out there was something on the moon, and I had to find a way to be able to show it with the equipment that I had. And even the way I'm showing it, I was surprised that I was able to get that close to the moon. But it's not the idea of being close, right? Like, I could show you something really far away as long as we're seeing it well. The zooming, as for the zooming in, that's just for, I'm a freak for that. I love magnifying, nature. That's how I started in photography, taking pictures of ants in water drops. I still have some of those images that I made, guys, and put them in nice high dynamic ranges. Ants drinking in a flower with his head completely in a water drop, big water drop. You see the ants inside of. Anyways, I thought that was the most amazing thing to do. So I said, why not try it on the moon? Do some. In a way, it's like moon macro, right? It's like macro photography, getting in really close to an object so that, like, you could see the hairs on the legs of the ant and all its, sensors. And it's awesome. For me, I said there's a possible way we can do that on the moon. Thanks, Peter. Thanks, man. Hi, Bruce. And all have a half eclipse. We have a half eclipse coming up. And if I'm not mistaken, a full one in December. Hey, Peter, I mean, that was news for me. I didn't even check yet, my friend. So that's important that you let me know that. I filmed a couple of eclipses, and one eclipse, a partial eclipse, I was able to capture a UFO at the same time. Can the flat earthers explain the phenomenon where the leaves on the trees turn to crescent moons? Yeah, can anyone explain that one? Explain the phenomenon where the leaves on the trees turn to crescent moons. Another thing, thanks again, Peter. Another thing is the fact that vegetation on the moon, I believe there's vegetation on the moon. Like, I literally think it's green. And the last video I showed you, when I show you certain things and I have to go back, it's when I find out information, guys, like, I have to show you again. And next video, I'm going to go back to that square crater. There's a road going alongside the craters. I don't care what anybody says. I know that NASA's going to laugh, or the government would laugh if ever they're not listening to me, duh. But if ever they heard me say that, they would laugh because they know nobody would believe me. But in reality, there are lines on the surface, and there are big lights seen far away because of the parallax and the distance going along one behind the other like traffic. So I'm going to try to show also that part of traffic that I've shown before. Inside of Aristarchus crater, you see lines of lights moving, and amongst them, like all around them, you see other lights that are spontaneously lighting up, like there's explosions and stuff. So you go, what the hell is going on the surface? It really makes you wonder. Thanks, Dennis. Thanks, you guys. Thanks, Peter. How's it going, Mr. David White? I got a clip of your image in the seal image that you sent me. I still got it up my wall, but it's in another room. So we'll go see that in the next video. I want to show you guys real quick the size of the green screen. So I just got a quick shot of the kitchen and living room because I love the eye thing. That is so creepy. Thanks again, Peter. Thanks, guys. Dennis, thanks, man. I'm clearing the garage. I have 190 cans, mostly two-hearted ale cans from Bell's Brewery. Great craft beer. 190 plus 10-cent deposit here in Michigan. 10. You lucky guys. We've only had 5 here. No good. 10 US. You know what? That's worth me going down in a small plane with just cans. It weighs nothing. Yeah, man. It accumulates fast. Do it myself once a year, man. Twice a year even. I bought myself a car last year. No, I'm kidding. Imagine. I will round up to $20 because I love this channel. Hey, you give me the $20. It's probably most of your cans, bro. I love you so much for it, Dennis. I'm serious, man. Thanks for appreciating the channel so much. We are one really cool family, guys, that come here on the channel, and I can't thank you all enough for it. Crimson Drums, how's it going? Nice to see you. Bruce Army, I like that. Like that, guys. Big show. We have a really big show. Keep going down the moon, that moon rabbit hole. You could be sure as hell right up its ass, my friend. I'll tell you what. I don't understand the expression of the rabbit hole. Penny Bunny does, though. Penny Bunny's the only one that uses that expression, I think, with the rabbit hole. I never really understood it. I like talking facts. Like fuck the rabbit hole there. And I'll tell you something, Big Show. If you could prove to somebody that my big ass will get down a rabbit hole, I'll give you my telescope. Guaranteed. We'll be hearing it. We'll be hearing it. We'll be waiting. Thanks again, Dennis, Peter, and everybody. Thanks, guys. Ribbit from Kentucky. The Creator created you. Embrace your powerful natural immunity. Well said, that one. Natural immunity. Hint, hint, everybody. That's right. Your body has a natural... Anyways. And take the double COVIDiot diaper off your beautiful face. Share your beautiful smiles. Thanks for being discreet, my friend, and thanks for the ideal. We all know that it's a no-no, right? And every chance I get, I try to show my unshaved face. Actually, that's the only time I use one of the diapers is if I'm unshaved like this. It's an easy way to get out and not look like you're unshaved. Just hammered it down here about an hour ago. Still wet. Oh, yeah, eh? It was, we got some, I think, hail, freezing rain also this morning. A lot of warm weather, though. It's not cold yet. It started getting cold the past 2 days, I admit. But you see, once again, I have my fan on and I have the back window open. I don't know, today and yesterday, I don't know if you noticed, Darla, it got like warm real fast, but 2 days ago it was freezing. Alessandro, thanks for being here. How's it going? Italy, yes. Italia, grazie. Grazie. Ciao, Alessandro. Hey, Dennis, I love you, man. Thanks a lot, bro. It's because of you all that are here that this channel is staying up. If you're here viewing a video, it's because of you that the channel is staying up. So, yeah, my very little castle. I will one day, actually. You'll see it in the video. You see a part of my kitchen, and That's the whole house, kitchen and living room. I have a very small 20-foot house. It's probably about that. Not really, not big. If I get any bigger, I'm going to have an extension put in or something like that. Boom. Hello. Aurora Jones. How's it going? So how am I going to communicate? Hi, Bruce. It's midnight in India. Hey, thank you, India, in the house. Thank you very much. So I need to go to bed. Keep up the great work. Thank you, India, for stopping in anyways to say hello. And that's 20 minutes later, so he's probably asleep. Yeah, I'm the same, and Nanette. I'm not a flat earther, but exactly. Hey, Sonic Vibe 420. Nice to see you. Thanks for stopping in, you guys. Elizabeth is here. Damn right. Same here, Aurora. I'm a believer. Believe in the possibilities. Bruce says, "Oh, were you moving your household or helping a friend? Hope you're back. Held out." It's funny you talk. It's funny I love doing that. I don't know how I'm doing it, but anyways, it's. I have a lot of energy. You know, a lot of people don't believe that, by the way. Eh? A lot of people that distribute energy and crash devices and stuff. Everybody wishes they were that person to get a lot of hype around them, but I'm a real one, and I crash everything and anything. So sometimes when I do use programs or anything, I can get a lot of different things, right? So, and it's funny you talk about my back because the back almost didn't hold up, but it's all thanks to my family members, everyone, even my mother, everyone was here giving me a hand and helping me. So I made my mother bring in the stove. No, I didn't make my mother bring in the stove, but no, I appreciate the help for sure. You got to appreciate the ones that help you in life. That is for sure. It was my big dream starting this channel, you guys. The big dream that I had, and I said maybe, just maybe, it would work. Hey, it is raining now, and it's sunny. That's a little odd. Rain and sun. Well, that could screw up the green screen, though. If the sun comes in, I'll burn up. I'm melting. I also have a button here to adjust my chair. Ascension Rising, thank you very much. Space Scout, that does mean a lot. I always try to get everybody's comments, but I can't, and we get late in the stream, so I will go down a bit more. It sounds mystic, but what you give us, legit. Thank you very much, Aurora Jones. Thanks a lot, guys. Stop believing the globe lies. We never went to the moon and the experimental vaccine. Yeah, be careful about that. I won't mention that, but yep. Be smarter and embrace your powerful natural immunity. And it's true. It's something beautiful. Beth, how is my friend Beth doing? Hello, love the way you're getting captures. Beth, I really appreciate that. And I need you guys to be interested in the findings so that I can continue doing the same thing. That's where I should have been. Beth, check it out. Creepy. Which board's on the way, Beth? Gonna need a secretary, Sue, for that. Craig 1971 says, I have no doubts. Bruce filmed a black object flying across the moon last year. Yeah, that object going. Oh, yeah, that black object too, like the watermelon seed objects. There's many findings. Very recently, the black triangle that I like, you guys must see it. There was no hype on it. I showed it 3-4 times in the video. That was it. No hype. No hype at all. Thank you very much, Beth. We love you too. Thanks to Stats. Thanks, you guys. Seeing strange things in the sky for a while. It's starting more and more here. Ivar, thank you very much. Was wondering a bit what kind of telescope and sensor you're using. I'm using a sensor? What do you mean a sensor? I mean, I'm using a telescope with nothing on it. Virgin straight up, nothing on it. It's only it's a $10,000 US telescope that has mirrors in it. That's all I'm using. Nice camera at the back, Nikon D850. And as for the specs and the sensors and everything on it, when you buy the telescope, they don't even tell you. You got to look it up yourself. And look it up, CGXL 1400. And here's what the trolls never mention: HD telescope. You see a lot better with it. The HD telescope. Me too. I just came from currency trading for this. Thank you very much, the stats. Hey, adios, alias. Valhalla. Hi, people. Sorry, can't stay working today. Thanks a lot, you guys. Sorry I missed this. I better scroll down. Reason. Hey, Bruce, never stop doing what you do. Thank you very much. Thanks, guys. I need that energy, honestly. Hey, Jason, Graham. Thanks, man. Thanks, you guys. Hello to you and the family. Saludos. Muchas gracias, man. I didn't. Hey, God, Gate Smasher. Hoorah. I didn't even know that there was a launch yesterday, actually. It's funny you mentioned that. I didn't even know. I will be checking that out. So what's coming? What's coming, you know? Russia's supposed to go to Venus, guys. Land on Venus. Did you know that? It's supposed to land on Venus in 2022 or 2023, I think. Sebring, Florida, thank you very much. Lazaro Martinez, thanks a lot, bro. Dabs is in the house. Let me go down here. Here's the thing, guys, says Aurora Jones. If there's ice on the moon, it has a possibility of evaporating into a gas, thus creating atmosphere. Yes, exactly. And there's also phenomena in space that we don't understand. Crawl face, how's it going, bro? He explained that to me. And of course, when I say explained it to me, a lot of you, when you guys come here and gals and you tell me certain things, you can't know everything. I can't know everything. I'm not a genius. So when you tell me things, I do a lot of research in what all of you tell me. And there's also a possibility that, yes, that water, swamp gas, the water that's lifting up is in another state, right? The elements of water rise depending on the temperature, depending on the atmosphere. It could be seen like a smoke. Also, the thawing of the moon could be that. You know, that's I came with a lot of conclusions. You know, someone said maybe chemtrails. I said, hey, I wouldn't put it past them. Definitely wouldn't put it past them. Yvette, hello. Hola, mi amigo, desde Cozumel. Te saludo. Muchas gracias por venir a mi canal de investigación, por ver mis videos. Hola desde Montreal, Canada. Mira mi canal de investigación en español, Astronomia OVNIs. Muchas gracias. It's not like the Earth, but I don't doubt it's there. Yeah, it could, you know, could be. I actually believe that the moon is very similar to Earth as a possibility, and we're talking theories, but these talks for me are really interesting. I don't know about you guys, but so I'm scrolling all the way down here. I want to catch up to what everyone's saying. 139. I still gotta go down. Jeez. Moist hole. Okay. Yeah, it's another one. Alice in the Wonderland. Penny likes using the rabbit hole. All the trolls are using that term. I don't know. I don't know why they're all using it. I'm not talking about you being a troll. It's true. I'm talking about Penny. I'm just talking about Penny. The little witch. Little witch of the north. And yes, it has to do with the rabbit hole with Alice in Wonderland. But in reality, we're in that world here. If we were to leave Earth, then we would leave the rabbit hole. I believe we're in that rabbit hole right here. Gentlemen. Yep, it goes down the rabbit hole. Yeah, you know what, Aurora? Alice in Wonderland is a movie a film, especially when I was younger, that I watched at least 20 to 40 times. And when you're watching that, there's something that fascinates you about the unknown, right? For me, I'm fascinated by the unknown. I don't know if there's anybody in the world more fascinated by the unknown than I am. But well, probably a lot of you here, I know it. I know a lot of you have had amazing experiences, and sharing them, it's not always so easy. Some of you have told me you've shared your spiritual encounters and experiences because I had mentioned some of mine, and it's not easy to talk about. And honestly, we all sound crazy. And it's most often not something that can be proven either. Channel Man. Hey, Bruce, good to see you again. Thank you very much. Enjoy your info and hard work and all you share. May you have. Uh, Thank you very much. Shalom, my brother. Shalom to you. Thanks a lot, Chinaman. Chinaman. Yes, off into the adventure of a lifetime, similar to Wizard of Oz. Meatballs, perplexing. Thank you very much, Jerry. Thanks, Mr. Coleman. I appreciate that. That's right, Darla. Yeah, I do. Distorted reality. The moist hole, right? Yes. Yeah. I know what you mean, Ascension. 10-4 on that one. Rimouski. Hey. Hey, distorted reality. Yes. Yes. So much. Bojack says it's laggy. Sorry about that, man. Shadow 71. Hi from Rimouski. First, oh my gosh. First note today. Ben, ça commence ici aussi. It's starting here. Freezing rain this morning. We had some snow. It didn't accumulate. Just to say that it came down and left some, no accumulation, just on the car, just wet. They talk about the black eyes with the green screens. They may have problems with the eyes. I wonder why. I'm starting to look like a freak. My eye bulging eye. How are you doing? Can you tell me? Doesn't get colder when ghost about John. I've experienced even um, an ectoplasm or water with. I have salt lamps here, big salt lamps, actually, two of them. One really big and a smaller one, which I'm going to actually plug in to leave on because it's good with the eons, the negative eons. But I woke up one morning and the entire floor was soaking wet. A family member of mine mentioned that it could have been a spirit at that time that was there. And that's in the back when I was having paranormal experiences here, which I was sharing vaguely with some of you. I posted 1, 2, or 3 videos, all in the same week, by the way, of alarms, smoke alarms going off in the middle of the summer when, there's no smoke or anything. The rainstorms often is when the paranormal activity hits afterwards. And it always fascinates me because electricity, right? Energy, electricity, the electrical universe, like everybody says, we're electric, we're vibratory, we're vibrating all the time. I always donate returnables to my local soup kitchen after they exchange it. Every little bit helps. You damn right, Game Smasher. Hoorah. Damn right. Hope that it will be there if and when I may be in need. You're absolutely right about that. We have to prevent, eh? Absolutely. Apparently, many more earthquakes in the next days, 7 days. Yeah, it's supposed to be bad here. Are you watching La Palma? Are you following La Palma activity? It's still full on. Lots of earthquakes going on around there. It's basically what I'm a bit worried about. All the volcanoes when they erupt and stuff like that. But hopefully we'll see some of it. We're in Alberta we in Alberta are about to be hit with a sub-zero temp and snow. Not impressed. No, and Space Cow, be very, very careful, eh? Anyways, Alberta, you know what cold is, but it's going to get really cold. And frostbite and stuff. Be careful. 5 minutes outside and, minus 40, minus 50 weather, and your nose starts getting white. You got to notice if your skin gets white and stuff like that. There's ways to know it. I've frozen body parts. Frozen one very handy body part at one point, walking 2.5 hours in the freezing climate temperature along a river that was blowing wind sideways, blowing me off the road. I had thin pants on, not that I want to get into it, but just pants, nothing underneath, just walking to go to a friend's house because my car had stopped. And by the time I got there, I had skin that was black. On the inside of my elbows there, it started getting blue and black. We're not made strong. And in the cold weather outside, when you get a little bit of wind there, it's really dangerous. And Space Cow, he's probably saying, shut up. I don't want to talk about freezing weather. It sucks. I'm Canadian, man, and I can't and I can't stand the bloody cold. I really can't stand it. Special K, Carrer. Why going in just came up on TV? Going in just came up on TV and phones. Some went wrong and end the live stream. Oh, sorry about that. Hey, people, Bruce is psychic. Watch him decipher this sentence. I brought another telescope a week ago, and the weather has been... Could it be fucking shit that you wanted to say? I'm also psychic. Want to see? Watch this. I did that to someone the other day. And I said, I'm going to guess the number that you're thinking of. I say 128. I go, was it that? Person says, nope. And you hold up a panel that says no on it. And you go, I knew it wasn't that one. Anyways, silly. Yeah, well, there's how many now? 50 now active or something? 60? And I haven't been looking, guys, this week. The past week there, I've been really busy at home and with the videos, of course. And I have 2 hours again of footage that I filmed in infrared that I have to look at. Maybe I didn't get anything. Maybe I did. I'll have to check that out. We got some moon shows coming up here. We have some shows where we can do a whole bunch of things and talk about space. My focus is the research because I want people to get interested in it. I'm happy. Finally, the last video went up. So it's proof, guys, that there's someone in the atmosphere of the moon. So that's even worse than seeing a flash on the moon. We're actually seeing an object, a device that's flying with smoke coming out of the back of it. How crazy is that? It's nuts. Kamo Adliwa, asteroid is a fragment of the moon following Earth's orbit. They just found out. I heard a little bit about that. That's another interesting thing, guys. The story of the cataclysmic event where the moon was formed, when Earth and the moon were something about one object crashing into the other. I heard that theory before. Earth and the moon would have crashed into each other. You hear a lot of really poignant theories. Paul Tucker. That'll be interesting. Gree Pripper. I had a problem saying that. Oh, what am I doing with my older cup? I forgot to do a lot of things for this stream. Thanks a lot. I appreciate that. You're always welcome, you guys. Brian Smith. Has anyone figured out just what's outside the simulation yet? That is the question of the century, and I love that question. The question of the century. What do you think can be outside? Is there nothing outside? Look at it another way. If we talk about size, imagine the entire universe was a compartment, a room inside of a large UFO craft. What would that represent? Imagine leaving the UFO craft. We could leave this universe and travel into another universe, and it could be the room next door into the UFO. If you want to talk about size, that gets me really interested. But what is outside of the simulation or what this convincing illusion is. Albert Einstein said it, that we live in an illusion, but it was albeit very convincing. And it's true, right? It's very true. It's convincing, boy. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Germany. Merkwerdage. I would have tried to pronounce that, but probably would have gotten it wrong. VC, I did not see, Darla. Thanks for saying hello to everyone. Sometimes I see, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I feel like a nut, and sometimes I don't. Lazaro Martinez, thank you very much again for being here. If you listen real hard, says Gate Smasher, hoorah. You can hear the life forms on chanting. Let's go, Brandon. Yes. Yeah, that's true. I absolutely agree with that one. Let's go, Brandon. So sorry US has to endure that. On the moon, yes. Tony, how's it going, brother? Tony Salomon, thanks a lot, man. Late, but not least. Last but not least, no. Late but not least. Always appreciate it, you guys. Red Foreman, it's all the time changes, I know, eh? We all have different times around the world where we are. How's it going, Red? Rotating rectangles in the sky are cool. Yes, they're trippy. And maybe that's what I'm seeing there. You know, rectangles, the squares, whatever they may be, they do have shapes. But the smoke leaving them, it just gets to me. Bruce, how come moon craters all appear perfectly round? That every projectile hit as 90-degree angle? What are chances of that? And they're not missharpened? Yeah, listen, the closer you get, the less round something is when you're looking at it on the moon. And most of the distances that people are showing the moon, it's far out, right? So I try to get in, and I talked about that too, Nick Savage. That's a great question, and I talked about it in a very interesting video where I showed the impacts of these craters. It's like a carpet bombing overhead, and the sprays and supposed ejecta was all on the same side, going across all the craters on this side of the moon, looking at them. So that is definitely something, things don't hold up. Things don't make sense. When you look at it like that, like you said, of course, some things don't hold up. So I got earthquake. There we go. $2:00. Let me go down. Let me go down to where everybody's talking. It's 70 degrees here. Diane Moore's in the house. Thank you very much. Hey, Cassie Mouse. Cassie Mouse is in the house. You guys, you got to check out Cassie Mouse's channel. I don't mention him here on the English channel, and I should be. In this moment of USA Senate, want to go with a very good legislation about UFOs. Christian, si ça peut donner, ça peut donner comme ça, là, crème de la crème, ça veut dire que du monde comme toi, qui ça fait des années que tu fais ça, là. Moi, je viens de commencer, mais en tout cas, ça fait longtemps que tu fais ça, puis ça va finir par sortir la vérité. Like Christian Mouse was saying, he goes, the U.S. Senate, they want to go with a very good legislation about UFOs. So it's a good sign. We should be hearing more about that very soon. On devrait entendre parler d'eux autres très bientôt, hein, Christian? D'après moi, ça s'en vient. Merci pour tout, Christian. Christian Mouse shares my work and just featured me a big feature on his website and stuff like that. And I love the guy for doing amazing help. Christian Mouse is from France. Merci encore, Christian. Je t'aime fort, mon frère. It's funny, distorted reality that you're saying that. I see a lot of people on La Palma volcano that are asking that exact question, saying, hey, how come there's no footage up about Yellowstone? There should be. There should be cameras on it, because I heard the activity was a little bit higher, not to alarm people. Like, we know if that goes, we're probably all going to go. So they say. Some say there's a planet called Destroyer that will destroy Earth. I heard that too. We hear about a lot of things and theories and myths and some reality, and it gets hard to try to find out what is true and what is not true. But I did hear that. Absolutely. A destroyer. Yeah, I heard that. So, and they're calling these things planets. Are they planets? Are they really planets, or are they something else? It's scary. Good evening to you, Barry. Thanks for being here, my friend. Thanks for the ongoing support, guys. Tonight we'll go and look at some footage of a whole bunch. You know what I wanted to do? I'm going to do it right now. Why not? DeMarco Fid. Moon is highly suspect, says Space Cow. Darn right. Oh, and I'm going to remember to take this off. I usually always forget. So I don't know what's going to happen with my face. Okay, let's go see. Let's go see. What did I want to see? Let me see here. You're gonna see my files. Check out my files, y'all. Doom, 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 doom. Flying vehicles. Where is it? I can't find it. You just throw it back out here, and it'll pop. Oh, it was right there. Okay. Turn down the volume. I'm going to put that full screen, and I'm going to leave myself up beside here. I won't take myself off. Or did I? But either way, so let's look in the video what we saw. So we saw these. Oh, that was a funny one. See, this guy, guys, Jean-Pierre Petit. This guy is on Wikipedia. Look him up. He's a real ufologist, registered ufologist. We have all these cool ufologists. We have Jan Vedne here, who's from Garpan Association, that contacted me to talk about some of the work. But Jean-Pierre Petit is the reason why the trolls don't want me doing the work, because they don't want me on a platform beside real legitimate ufologists, right? But ufologists on a platform is one thing. Are they showing things, or are they just ufologists? I came to the understanding that ufologists in general just speak about UFO work. Ufologists don't necessarily have cameras and are the ones doing the work. So that's, pretty incredible when you think of it. Saw the plasma, and here's what I wanted to do. So this is what we were talking about, all the hype about these objects on the moon. There's no two ways about it. Just this little image that I'm showing there is showing that there's we can't say vehicle. Let's say the facts. We see an anomaly, okay, in the atmosphere of the moon that looks like it has a controlled, stabilized structure and trajectory with smoke coming out the back of it, and it flips me out. There it is there. And that's what we saw. And that's some proof of what's on the moon. But what I want to show is I want to ask you guys, look at that. It's incredible. So here, if the smoke is on the left and we see the vehicle here or object going to the right, it's because it's propulsion. We see this one here, smoke on the top, and these two are going downwards. It's because there's a propulsion behind it. We see the little smaller lights underneath going by in hazes. So it's like, what the hell? What's going on? The three here that are going by also. But here's what I wanted to talk about, my friends. Well, let's start here. We saw the structuring. So that'll leave. And okay, Mare Serenitatis. A rectangle over to the right. Lines, like 6 or 7 lines now. I thought there were 3 going towards that square. And they're crossing over top of the landing site. So if I pause it, this square that's here that we're looking at, all this big square here, they landed right here, there, between, guys. This is where they supposedly landed. Actually, more closer to here, I would actually say. Maybe, possibly. We'll probably never even know. But the way I'm showing that rectangle, it's Mare Serenitatis is the most common mare and the closest one to Earth. Well, one of the closest ones that everybody talks about. And we see it right there, the legitimate proof of a rectangle being on the surface. And the rectangle, look it up. Okay, well, hold on. If you want to know the size, this is Bessel Crater. It's 9 kilometers, if I'm not mistaken. So 9 kilometers, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. This is about 100 kilometers wide, long, and probably about 50 kilometers wide. What is 100 kilometers wide by 50 kilometers wide that is symmetrical? We're not talking about a small square on the moon there. We're talking about many city sizes. Like there could be 10 cities inside that, like Montreal, Valleyfield, Beauharnois. We have all these regions that could fit in the inside of that square. So for me, that is why I showed it on the video, because it's something that's going unnoticed that people are not getting the chance to come to the channel to see. When you think of it, I wish more people were coming to the channel to see that, but that's how it is, right? Oh yeah, I wanted to write stop sharing. There we go. And we're back. Imagine us, we were droids and we had those eyes like that. I wouldn't mind. Wouldn't mind maybe having one eye that you could see open up and zoom up at the moon, look into inside of Mare Serenitatis to see if you see any objects inside. So do you see, the more that we show, guys, the less that we can confirm anything. We can confirm someone's up there, but we don't know who it is. We don't know if it's all the time, so they're far from being completely exposed, but it's a big part of the secret. I would say no. I would say it's still just a small part of the secret. Imagine if everything that my research has shown was only a small part of the secret. That would be scary. I bet there's a lot more to it, obviously. But the moon is highly suspect, that's for sure. One Barbarian medicine hat. Yes, it's nice for this time of the year. Plus 15 for Monday. That is awesome. And like you said it, man, for this time of the year, it is amazing. And I made so many marks yesterday, guys. Look at all the marks on my arms from moving furniture around. I'm a target individual with weapons here in Dublin, Ireland. Stay safe, bruh. I'd love to see someone come in here. There probably is a live cam in Yellowstone, but it probably no turned on. I think you're probably right about that one, Annette, because obviously I know for a fact, we all know that there's cameras all over Yellowstone. It's always being viewed. They have to always view that. You never know when something's going to happen. Does anyone know if Gate Smasher Ra says if there's a telescope that will see everything on the moon, because NASA seems to have one to see Mars? There's an interesting thing that you said also. Mars. We're going to go see something right now, Gate Smasher, because you mentioned it. Yep. I hope we can see some of them. Let's see here. Yeah. Okay. So, yeah, this will be interesting. Let's look at a couple of images of Mars. Lots of silica, rich dust uncovered by the Spirit rovers, supposedly, they said. And there are some images of that. So if I go back into StreamYard and share the screen right here, I'll share screen. Bear with me. And Let's put that like that, and let's see if it's working. I think so. So, listen, we don't see it very big, so maybe I should put it in full screen. No, I think we'll see it. I don't know if we can see it actually. This is apparently silica on the surface, rich dust uncovered by Spirit rover. But it's funny you said that, Gate Smasher, and now I did it again, eh? I left up. Hold on. Lots of pages opened up here, guys. Bear with me. They don't seem to want to go down. It doesn't want to go down. I'm going to have to exit. There we go. Wanted to take your comment off because I keep showing the screen, leaving the comments up. There we go. Going to resort to full screen. I'm getting there. I'm learning. I'm learning. Yes, indeed, I'm learning. Let's do this. Back to where we were. Let's open it up again. And now I should be sharing. Let's see. Am I sharing full screen? It will be once I open it up. So I'm going to put that down. And let's just do this. Let's go full screen here. There we go. This is what I wanted to do. So around Mars, a couple of the images. So we have this one here, the silica. But okay, Gate Smasher. Long story short, I saw some images for the first time, and only once I looked at them. Hey, actually, it's a perfect triangle right there. That's odd. Okay, so how do I get out now? See, guys, I'm on Wikipedia and I have no function to get out of the image. It's not like that usually on Wikipedia. How the hell am I supposed to back up? Go back up like that, I guess. Let's try it again. That is hematite concretion. Okay, who cares? Here's an interesting one. Here's a cross section of underground water on Mars. So they say. They say it's underground water ice. It's exposed at the steep slope that appears bright blue in this enhanced color view from the MRO. The scene is about 500 meters wide. The scarp drops about 128 meters from the level ground. Who cares? The ice sheets extend from just below the surface to a depth of 100 meters or more. So, a lot of people say, what's the blues that you're filming on the moon, Bruce? Well, lots of people say it's chromatic aberration. But NASA has no problem saying that the blue's water that we're seeing. Look at, like Gate Smasher said, look at the clarity, guys, in the bloody images. And tell me, okay, tell me that there's not something wrong with us not being able to view the moon. Think of it. Now, look at that. Do you think there could be some snow there? Of course. It's exactly what you're looking at. Just like we would see here on Earth, right? Seems pretty similar. Look at the fogs and hazes over the top of the image. It's just crazy. This is a perspective view of Korolev crater. It shows 1.9 kilometers. This is 1.2 miles in depth, so it's not deep. And it's deep water ice. It's an image by ESA's Mars Express. But still, Gate Smasher says, how can they get such incredible images? I don't know if you guys saw some of these images, but I mean, look at that. So get this. If there are structures on Mars, boy, we would see them well, right? So when I see these images, we can only hope that they're not lying about it. And that's all we have to go on that, unfortunately. This is an interesting one. The North Polar Early Summer Water Ice Cap. And this was in 1999 because, of course, it's always changing. A seasonal layer of carbon dioxide, ice, So who says the moon doesn't have carbon dioxide ice? And isn't that what somebody just mentioned about the state of the water evaporating and lifting up off the surface? So we have different states of the water. And that is a important point that I'm happy I mentioned, because it's interesting. And it's a question that they're leaving out. So ice forms in winter and disappears in the summer on Mars. So we'd have to find some of the sections where um, the moon could have an area that disappears also and comes back. We see the seasonal colors, even though it's just theory on the moon. I always said, hey, who knows? Here's the same thing you just saw. So this was in 1999, and here's in 2000. So we're still looking. This is the South Polar midsummer ice cap in 2000, not the other one, the North Pole. Was it North or South that we just saw? Hang on, let's go back. Yep, this is the North Pole on Mars, and here's the South Pole on Mars. So we could assume both the North and South Pole here on Earth. Yes, it does have snow, and so does the moon, right? So the South Cap has a permanent carbon dioxide ice cap mixed with water ice right here. Both mixed together is what they say. This is totally odd. What the hell that is. So this is the topography of Mars by the Mars Orbiter Laser Altimeter. It says MOLA. Based topographic map showing highlands, red and orange. So where you see red on this map, it's a very high elevated region, and the orange too, dominating the southern hemisphere of Mars. Lowlands are where the blue is appearing. That's a very low part of Mars. Volcanic, volcanoes up there for sure, right? Must have been before in the past. So look at all the similarities with the moon when you look at it here. You could say, hey, we're on the moon, and it looks pretty much the same, right? So there may be testing, like the Nevada test site here on Earth. Maybe they're testing nuclear warheads on other planets, when you think of it. This one's pretty cool. That I recognize. No, gosh, I thought it was Beresheet. Impact craters on Mars occurred sometimes between. So here's an impact crater, and it's a recent one. They said that it would have hit between 2008 and 2014 as detected from orbit. So they say, right? But I don't know. It looks like one hell of a nuclear bomb too, if you look at all the lines coming off it and stuff. So these are two different ones. So look, there's one here, one here, one here. We could see them all over there when you think of it. And they say some of them are new. So, right. Here's an interesting one. A newly formed impact crater between 2016 and 2019. Okay, so they say here, though, just so that you guys know, the false blue color highlights exposed bedrock. So they say that they put a filter, I guess, or whatever. I mean, I don't know. It looks like straight up water to me, honestly. Bonneville crater and Spirit Rover's lander right here. You can see the beautiful purples. And so look at the clarity, though. Look at the clarity of what they're showing. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous that they're showing all the things that bloody clear, right? Viking 1 image of Olympus Mons, and that's a Mont right there, Mons. The volcano and related terrain are approximately 550 kilometers across, 340 miles. Holy smokes. Okay. There's some more just incredible details. Like if this is all real, you have to wonder. Now, here's an interesting one, because when I take pictures of the moon, it's about how close I can get in similarly. And I've shown the moon that close before. So wouldn't it be effing awesome to be able to get Mars that well? It'll happen. I mean, this is not impossible, right? It can be done. I'm not going to get any views, but it's possible. It'll come at one point. So I don't want to get too much. No, I don't want to show any of that, actually. I want to get out of there. X, 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 X. Just X. Just get out. Just get out. Thank you. So just an interesting other view of some images on the moon. Like Gate Smasher said, it's just incredible, incredible view. Did I miss Floyd's stats? Did I see Floyd's stats? Or maybe I missed seeing the stats. No, okay. My friend, the stats. Salut, Joël Saint-Jean. Brian Smith, I think the disconnect comes from the ideal of the laws of physics. Thermodynamics, etc., are constructs made especially for use inside our closed system. These laws don't apply just overhead. See, that's exactly it. The laws of physics here that apply to our atmosphere, gravity, and whatnot, even though gravity's still a theory, they're still studying that. The laws of physics are not going to work when we leave our environment. You know, the speeds of sound changes, the speed of light changes. A lot of people say, no, it doesn't. Yes, it does. Look at that eye. Yes, it does change depending on what height you are on a celestial object, like close to ground level, close to sea level, or the temperature. The difference in the temperature will change the different will give a different speed to the speed of sound, and all speeds will change depending on the environment. So the speed of light or the speed of sound outside of our realm or this illusion that we have here would not be the same. It would be a lot faster or could be a lot slower, and that's true. That's what I believe. Heidi, thank you so much. Oh, Hyde. Sorry, Hyde. Thank you very much. Hi from Denmark, Scandinavia. Welcome. Thank you very much. I appreciate that, my friends. Yes. That's right. Valim Adamo. You're absolutely right about that. CO2 and water equals life, and there's definitely some on the moon, is what I believe. Mola my Ebola. Arizona, USA. Annette, thanks again, Annette, for being in the house. Find a lot of strange animal rocks on Mars. Oh, yeah, especially Christian, Christian, y en a trouvé en masse de ça. On the site NASA with their Land Rover Opportunity on Mars. You see, you guys do that. Moi, j'ai jamais montré toutes les images de la NASA, même si c'est très, très rare. De plus en plus, on va commencer à montrer d'autres choses aussi. Je veux pas m'éloigner de mes recherches, mais quand même faire un peu de variation. Diane Moore is in the house. Okay, I didn't realize he stopped that. Forgive me. That he stopped what? Who stopped what, Diane? Good vibes. Charlene, thank you very much. Charlene Williams, welcome. Yeah, listen, you're right about that. Everything is a lie, it seems. And I would definitely agree with that. Everything they're telling us. Yep, I believe that, Hyde. I believe there's an infinite number of dimensions. I absolutely believe that. 100%. Thanks, Annette. It is my pleasure, Annette. It was more than amazingly fun. Hi to all our celestial neighbors from planet Earth. Third rock from the Sol. Thank you very much. Let me see here. Where is she? Advertise. Yeah, no advertising here, Diane, please. What was she actually sharing Cindy's channel here after what she did? I hope not. That would be laughing at me. You didn't know, Diane. Come on. Diane, seriously, get informed with what people are doing, attacking channels, because the less people realize and see it and speak up about it, the more they're going to continue doing their stupidity. Thank you, Darla. Yep, an infinite number of dimensions. I believe that 100%. It is, Darla. Very sad. It's the way she left too, because now you feel bad, I feel bad, and people look what it causes. Stupid situations like with Diane right now and stuff. It's stupid. It's so silly. But deep in my heart, Darla, it's intentional. Everything that's done, everything I do to you all is intentional. Trust me. Don't forgive me for anything I do bad against you all, because it will be intentional. I believe when somebody does something, it's intentional. They do it because they want to do it. Doing a regression therapy session today at 5 Eastern. That'll be interesting. With Mary Rodwell, hoping to get answers around a message given to me on a ship in 1989. I love you to pieces, Beth. You rock. So that means, yeah. So a lot of us are doing the same thing, looking up little messages. Me, it's Leia, Leia, that 10-year-old or 8-year-old or 12-year-old girl. I think she was younger than that, younger than 12, that burnt in the school that said the Viet Cong were American soldiers and stuff. I was taught this by a board. Makes no sense. So today, going back, I want to try to go back and see what happened with that situation. It's incredible to me that, with a board, you can get that information out. A lot of talk about it. People say that the Ouija board is actually questions that you're asking yourself. Your inner self is actually answering it. I love these theories. I think they're all good. I don't laugh at people for bringing up theories like that, because I think if we think outside of the box, we may just find something. Experimenting or playing with fire, sometimes they say you could find something out. It's true when you think of it. Beth, thanks again very much. I appreciate that. That's clear, but when we want to see the pyramids or the face, we get shafted with blurred out shit. Yes, that is right. We're to believe that our understanding of the universe is what we think, and we are the ones who came up with the laws. Seek out other ways. Go outside of the box. I love that. I love the outside of the box part. Damn right, stats. We're always fun here. Yeah, if you didn't know Diane, yeah, that's it. She dropped us and left because of the discriminating video that Penny Bunny did here. I want you to know also, Diane Moore, Penny Bunny's hang out with Tony. He's a pedo. Be very careful, guys, if you have kids and stuff like that. Bruce would never say that online and lie to you all about that. Wouldn't dare. You be very careful with the people that are hanging out with Penny Bunny. Do your own research, Diane? Go look at the last live stream, Diane, that I had with Penny Bunny, and you'll see what happens. And not just that. There's a lot of people on, other channels that don't like drama or don't want anything or to be involved in crap. I get it. But if somebody thinks there's drama here, you are best to leave when you think of it, because you maybe don't care too much about the channel. But it's all good, Diane. There's no hypocrisy here. And, I'm straight up Bruce. I could be like this one day, like I just spoke to you, but it's because I want people to know what she did. And no, I definitely don't want that channel being advertised here. It's so sad. I helped her start the channel. Did you know that? All the people that are on her inner community are only people from here. That's a thanks I get. That's a thank you I get. That's okay. Penny Bunny, I had saved her from white or red something disclosure. Another guy that talks about nails on bats and sticking it into people's parts and stuff. It's people you don't want to be involved with. Makes me sick to the point of wanting to throw up, seeing what they're saying about people's parents, about people's kids and stuff. It just gets really crazy. And when people don't see it, it gets even more sad because I can only say it so much, repetitive. But honestly, Diane, I was surprised that you were not familiar with that, with what happened. Very surprised because it was pretty obvious. Like I posted it in my videos and on my in my community and stuff several times. The moon is at extraterrestrials, not our moon. That could be, like Christian Mouse says, it's extraterrestrial. It's not our moon. On n'appartient pas cette lune, Christian. Ça, c'est vraiment vrai. Diane, yeah, that's what we're doing. Just respecting our wishes. No drama, mama. But it did, even though it didn't make any sense, Darla, I'm still very pissed off about that, eh? While she emailed you on top of it, which Darla had nothing to do with me. So sad. But Darla gets the attack. She got attacked even before I got attacked, which is sad. I don't want any drama. And I hope you all know that Cindy said that she did not take the time to go see the video because nobody in capital letters tells her what to do. So that for me, I took that. I was very offended, highly offended when she said that. It wasn't a way to for a sweet lady like she is to reply to something unless Penny or somebody maybe got something in her head. So with that said, the most important is what the stat said. It's that you can still go there, Diane. I expect you to, and you can still come back here. It's like the stat said, it's a choice. The ones that don't want that don't like crap. I don't think anybody likes crap, and I don't think the ones being crapped on like it either. So standing up for someone or even taking the time to see what someone did, against somebody, if it's not of your interest, that's not my problem. It's not my problem. Christian says the moon is extraterrestrial. He believes. He doesn't believe that the humans are there or have any part there. And I believe that. Absolutely believe that. One second, everyone. I want to stay on for another couple of minutes, 15 minutes or so. It's going to get a little refreshment. And we're back. And we are back. So how am I going to contact the spirits? You know that there's a lot of creative ways that people are actually reaching the spirits. Diane, I hope you are still here, and I hope everything is okay. Like I said, if you didn't know, don't worry about it. If you really didn't know, it's because, of course, you're going to wonder what's going on. But that's one thing I never do is I don't advertise on people's channels. So, hey guys, here's a way to reach the spirits, as I thought of, the ancient tribes. I'll have to get some instruments that some of the ancient tribes used to have and do, like what's the name of that instrument that carves, that they carve out of a tree? Is it an African instrument? I'm not sure which one it is there, but it sounds like something like this. Anyways, thanks for watching, everyone. Dublin, Ireland's in the house. California loves it. Hey, thank you very much. Love you guys in California. I get lots of support from my friends down there. And what you guys now call me California, unfortunately. CO2 and water, life as we know it. What about all the other life we have no understanding of? And that's something important. You're right about that, eh? We don't know how it is outside of Earth. We have no idea how it is outside of Earth. We only have to depend on what they're telling us about outside of Earth. I mean, do you not find it disgusting that what I showed is not in the news yet? It makes no sense. It has nothing to do with about valorizing myself or about venting myself. It's that I started this with a tear in my eye because of people that were involved in a religion. And it makes me sad that the religion, all religions are keeping this truth out. Why? Why are they keeping it out? Why are there certain Bible books of the 66 books? Wonder why there's 66 books. Yeah. Why do they keep some out? They tell people not to go to certain books, not to go see certain things. It's like, why? Sharon Taylor, hello. Just found your channel. Hello from Bloomsburg, Pennsylvania. Thank you very much, Sharon Taylor. Welcome to the channel. To me, it's all speculation. Yes, it's exactly it, my friend, because I've seen and experienced things they said were not. It's exactly it. I experienced a shadow. You know what, guys? I agree exactly with what you said. That's very smart. How do you think I felt when I saw a shadow transform itself? Meaning the shadow that was my friend's shadow started moving on its own, but it was his reflection. There's only one thing that I can answer to that, and it made me realize something. It took me 15 years to understand it. The entrance to the other side is through a light. You're going to laugh at me. You're going to say that's not much information that I'm going to give you, but I'm telling you the absolute truth of what I believe is 100% truth. As a matter of fact, I confirm that I believe this 100%. To cross over to the other side, you have to go through light. It's a dark object has to go into the light, or the light has to go into the dark. And I'm telling you guys, this is huge. Seeing a shadow develop from a reflection, that means that the reflection is a reflection leaning on the other dimensions. Look at it like you want. When the reflection, you're going to say it's leaning on the ground here. In reality, the reflection, the sunlight reflecting around us, all around us, is also bouncing off the dimensions, right? Or going through the dimensions, creating prism-like rainbows and stuff. And that's exactly what we see everywhere. When it rains, we see a rainbow. When there's an explosion, we see different phenomena like rainbows and stuff that can occur when there's with the smokes and hazes. The portal to the other side is in a light. And then when I say that, I start picking up on patterns really fast in my head. Go towards the light. Why do moth go towards the light? Why do all these, stupid questions, but I go through that all day long. And I keep asking myself these same questions. And I find reasoning from that. I get these messages, whether it's my mind or something guiding me. I get all this information flowing in, and it's just trying to understand it. The brain has a storage unit. You know that, eh? And it's impossible to hold more than what the brain can hold. So if you're doing a lot of research, or if you're really stressed out, and a lot of things are going on. Your mind is taking control of your body to keep you functional, and you're going to forget things. The brain works in very mysterious ways. That's another interesting subject. I wish I'm no brain surgeon, but it's a subject that really interests me. Seeing the water the other day in the back room, it was absolutely incredible. I get, emotional. I get tears in my eyes. I said, wow, there's really something out there on the other side. And the people that are seeing things on the other side and having spiritual encounters and events like I am all the time, it's not that I don't feel alone, and I don't feel I have to prove it all, but somewhere along the line, I like giving little mentions of people like, open your eyes. Like, I know a lot of you already agree and understand that anyways, but open your eyes. Or like Game Smasher said, open your eyes, think out of the box. Think out of the box to other theories that maybe add to your theory. It doesn't have to destroy your theory. The people that come here that are religious, and you guys and gals don't feel that your faith is affected by watching my videos, hats off. That means only one thing. It means that you have the strongest faith, that you believe in what you believe in, and you can come and view my video without feeling that I'm going to change your religious beliefs or overall perspective of what life is, what reality is. What is reality, right? What is reality? Does it even exist? A very convincing illusion. So we're living in an illusion with physical objects. Remains to be very, very convincing. Bruce, if you want more views, I suggest you put short, interesting vids on popular sites with link. Yes, I did for the longest time, Val Adamo. Thanks a lot. And it's my full-time job. So the only revenue I have is the help that I get. But of course, the ads here on YouTube. And this is the only job I have. So I have to create some type of revenue. And as for the small videos on the other platforms, I did them all, man. Twitter, BitChute, the anonymous official that had opened other sites, another secret site called Minds on minds.com, which turned out was the FBI, and then it got hacked and stuff like that. I continually put videos up on other platforms, and they're not being seen. Excuse me. I cannot sorry guys, I cannot get anybody to get attracted to those videos. And it's not that people aren't interested. Every person I talk to is interested. I can't attract people in large quantities by through the YouTube recommendation, and that's what gets to me the most. Frank from New Snegados shared my channel and gets me subscribers. And hey, thanks to the new subscribers that came here this week. It's in increments of groups, small groups of subs that come in, and then whoop, it stops, and it starts up again, then it stops. So really appreciate it every time. And I hope there are some new subscribers that were here today. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I'm working as hard as I can to show you all variation and a bunch of stuff. But of course, it's always astronomy related. We have the spirituality now that I like talking about. This year I talked about it a bit more. My channel will never change from what it is, but I hope to add to it. And I hope you guys know that I'm not going to turn into a spirit witch channel. I'm experimenting with alien life and the unknown. A lot of people are not very open-minded about that. So I will be very discreet when having anything to do with a witch board on the channel. But I think it would be sad having to open another channel instead of being able to sometimes show it here. And if it doesn't work, I'm not going to show it. And I'm not going to be necessarily doing sessions online. But it's something I do want to experiment. I believe it's not only the dead that you can communicate with a witch board. I believe if, in theory, like Game Smasher and everyone says, life is speculation. Everything's speculation and theory. Science is theory. That's my favorite expression. I've been saying it since 2016. Science is only a theory. But do you believe that somebody from another dimension can somehow come in like it's coming into the witch board? I don't know. But why does it always have to only be deceased people? I've heard people on the witch boards that get messages back from terms, Jewish terms that are used in churches, from Catholic terms, from all religions come entirely, that some of these spirits, for whatever the reason, come into the board, and you can get information out of them. When they talked to me about Viet Cong, I said, geez, it must be Hong Kong they meant, or Vietnam. It's sort of, and then I looked it up, the Viet Cong, and then it said, the Vietnam War and stuff. The girl Leia explained it to me, and she was an Asian girl, in a school. And true or not, when I was talking to the spirit at that moment, now I'm talking to spirits now, she was under her desk. In her school, she said, everyone were told to be under our desks, and now it's very dark. And that's what she said. So I looked up the story about what happened, and I can't even talk about it here because it would be against the guidelines of YouTube. There were some deaths. There were children and adults that went through these, even rape and everything during the Vietnam War. And the spirits that are coming in are okay. If a spirit comes in your spirit box and starts talking about the American government, do you understand how deep time travel and manipulation of time and magic and all this comes into consideration? All the possibilities out there of what can be real because of the spirit world. Maybe, guys, we're spirits. Maybe we're in the spirit world, and what's out there is the ones alive, or the ones alive. Maybe we're reliving a time in the past where this is just a moment 7,000 years ago that occurred, and like you died a long time ago, right? Those subjects for me really interest me. I hope you enjoyed the stream today. I'm going to have to get off. It's 3:00, guys. Thank you for spending 2 wonderful hours with me. I'll come back on at 8:00 Montreal time. So be careful. There was a time change. So be sure that Montreal time is 8:00 and you come to the right time. I'll be back on, and we're going to talk about some other cool things, spirituality, the research, and anything we want to talk about. Good one, Scratch. Bruce had a smoke. No, Bruce didn't smoke at all. Bruce had a coffee. Moonberg. Unless you're talking about smoke behind me. That happens sometimes. Moonbird, thank you. I think we're all chosen for something. I believe we're all chosen for something, probably here for a very, very important reason also. Youngster78, who had a smoke? Oh, the bong? No, it's not a bong. Anyways, that's how I'm going to be calling the spirits. If I want to speak to some tribal. Hey, did you see all the videos of people having fun with the Ouija boards? How one guy's in the cabin and then there's a knock at the door, and then all of a sudden he gets up and he's like, all like, what the hell's going on and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I'm a cinematographer myself, and making a horror movie is fun, but we're, doing real sessions or something online, I wish people would be very honest with it. And I wish people would stop laughing and playing around with the boards, because some people, I saw one girl, I commented, I said, don't do that to the board. She's sitting there laughing at it. She's throwing it around, trying to make it do something and stuff. It's because in reality, you could be possessed by a demon and not know it, because it's inside of you, and you're, again, just speculation and theory. You could probably change moods and not even realize yourself why that you have changed, So it remains very interesting. Hey, thanks, Darla, for sharing the Spanish channel. post bong rips cough. No, I don't do bong rips, my friend. Straight in the veins, me. Right there. It's strange stuff when you leave Loch Ness Monsters. Yes. Loch Ness Monsters. That's another one. Another very interesting, actually, um, subject. The Loch Ness Monster. It's something I believe is real. I've seen something in the water here that was pretty bad. Didgeridoo! Bruce, stick to finding UFOs. I never stop, man. I never stop, brother. Cough, cough. I don't talk enough. Talk for 2 hours. Non-stop, too, for 2 hours. Rewatch the whole video and look to see if I stop for 5 seconds anywhere. 1, 2, 3, 4. The trolls will be counting now. Make a video. Oh, he stopped 6 seconds. Bruce is a liar. The moon's not inhabited. I love teasing the trolls. The trolls really don't want the truth to come out. Do you really believe that? That would make no sense. Oh, the trolls don't want the truth coming out. Of course not. They want the truth coming out. Everyone wants the truth coming out. They don't want Bruce bringing the truth out. That's part of the problem. Palma to stop erupting. Yes, to react to the carbon neutral targets. Yeah, and it's dumping a lot of CO2 in the air, my friends. Sulfur dioxide and all that. Tons and tons and tons and tons and thousands of tons every day. And that is definitely not good. Censorship, something we hate. Yeah, chemtrail. My husband thinks we are the only living thing in the entire universe. It's a struggle sometimes. Yes, I believe it. Ams Dave, I believe it. It is hard because it's a subject where couples sometimes often do disagree on that. It's true. A lot of people, couples have a different understanding to that. But I'll be honest with you, and you know, like me, my dear friend, the ones who don't believe that there's something out there are a little silly. Unless, I mean, especially if they take the time to look at one of my videos there. I mean, there's no two ways about it. I was able to prove that there was something on the moon at the moment I was filming anyways. It doesn't mean it was necessarily something that's there all the time, right? Victor Levic, hello, brother. On se voit demain, mon frère. Yes, definitely freak out. Gamecock Mike, thanks, man. Just getting off. Saying goodbye to everybody. Hope all is well. I know how it is on Earth, on the Earth. It's very odd at the moment and doesn't seem to be stopping anytime soon. No, it doesn't seem to be stopping. It's not going to stop either. That's the worst of it. Hey, thank you. Merci, Joel. Thanks, Joel, for being interested, you guys. Yep, high vibrations, guys. Light is energy. Yes, it is. It really is. You said it. Light is energy. And maybe the Ouija board will arrive. The witch board will arrive. Well, whoop, I forgot I had a green screen behind me. I almost ran into Brucey's all. That would have been funny. So before leaving, I'm going to make myself disappear. See if I can do it. Disturbed, really dark version, but brilliant. Thanks for sharing, my friend. Thanks, Darla. Beth says, before I get off, when I astral project, I go through a spinning blue white wormhole in my mind. Wow, interesting. Not me. It's I get heavy and go down. I go like in a dark closet. It scares me. When I was younger, it really scared me. I would feel suffocated. I would feel clenched. I'd feel a pressure on my chest, and then I'd go down fast. I couldn't go down like this. It was a drop. Oh, you're leaving. You're going down, and you're being pulled down, and the hyperventilation of the hyperventilating feeling of you falling from high up. Man, I'm afraid of heights. Maybe that's why. I don't know, Scratch. I have no idea where our beautiful Dana is. I have no idea. She usually always is here. Ah, Annette, very interesting. It's happened to me, but with a perfume smell and a death smell of like bodies at one point. Um, a bad spirit or entity. So you said she smells a cigarette. So yes, it's a remnants of the life of someone that passed on. But now tell me this: is it because your daughter's magical? Us, the humans that are alive, is it us that is doing that? Are we the ones going to reach our deceased relatives? We say they're coming back, they're coming back, they're coming back. Um, your heart has a lot to do with understanding and projecting yourself, leaving, coming back, and the heart and the brain and the soul for me are one being. I've always said that the heart, brain, and soul is what we are. And we're in this shell, human flesh, here to protect the soul as we're in the physical world, waiting to cross over to the spirit world, or we call it the spirit world because, like many of you are telling me, we have no idea what's in other dimensions. And the laws and all laws of physics relate only, one, theory, and two, they relate only to Earth, because you change temperature, you change height, level, density, air pressure, everything changes with the speeds of everything. You know, you got the jet pilots that are losing time as they're flying through uh, warps, not warp speed, actually, that's Mach speed. We're not at the warp yet. Well, we are, but they're probably not telling us about it. So, guys, this was an amazing stream. I thank you all. Amen to you, Beth. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, you said it, Youngster 78. Very true. There's no limit to understanding reality, and that is so very, very true. Extraterrestrials, says Christian Maus. Extraterrestrials had said to Mary Rose C. in France that it was extraterrestrials had brought our moon, like two scientifics in Russia. Oui, ça aussi, c'était un autre théorie très intéressant que la Lune a été emportée près de la Terre aussi, that it was brought close to Earth, the moon. Very interesting, actually. Hey, one bar, Brian. Thank you very much. Thanks for appreciating it, guys. Um, we can never always agree on the theories and ideas, right? We'll never always agree, probably all of us together on it. But I thank you a lot for opening your mind to the different possibilities of what's really out there, you know. I don't feel that I spent enough time explaining what's on the moon, and I will be continuing to do so. For me, it's very important. It's my life goal, my lifetime goal is to be able to have the world finally know that there is a civilization up there on the moon. I want it to be admitted. I'd love it to come out, even if they mention it in just a little way. We need that to come out. The channel would explode, um, you know. But again, they're hiding me. So either way, that's why I'm really lucky to have you guys all coming by the channel and seeing it. So Annette, that is beautiful. Reality is a perspective. Yes, it is. Exactly. It's a convincing illusion, right? But we're in the physical world, they say. So why would we be there? Well, how could you send a soul down to the physical realm? By enveloping it with a human, so that you could obviously understand the human body and our DNA is in correlation with the other side. It goes together. Our other half, we are the physical side to the alien world, and the spirits and ghosts around us are the energetic side, like the magnetic side of everything, holding everything up. The structural walls of space and time. Where were they built? When were they built? You know, those are things that fascinate me, and I can talk for hours and hours just with some of the theories are just so beautiful, and it fascinates me that some people can still remain in the dark on certain subjects. I mean, I understand somebody's busy or you're not interested in space. I get it. But to not believe that there could be something else out there, I think we're really naive as a race. And I'm including myself in that. Humans are very naive. Thanks for everything, Timothy. Thanks for appreciating it, you guys. And I'll see you all tonight. There you go. My UFO blog is Présence des autres mondes, Christian Maus. Please, guys, go and see it. He has a website. He has a blog on it. And he shares, if you want to see, you don't have to speak French. If you want to see everything that he posts about Mars, Christian Maus is one of the real ones. He's looking for 90-degree angles. He's looking for X's on the surface for signs of construction. And he does just that, solely that. Christian, je t'aime fort, mon frère. I hope some people will go see his channel, mais de plus en plus, je vais partager tes affaires, Christian. And again, Christian is also someone that shares my work a lot. He's been doing it since the beginning. I met him and Sylvain Otrada, a French person who now he has exploded, guys. He's been off of the internet, not the internet, sorry. Sylvain Otrada is off of YouTube, I believe, because of all the problems that he's having talking about the medicine and the pandemic and stuff. And he's interviewing real doctors and stuff. And I had a chance to get online with him, to have an interview with Sylvano, and he's getting very big now. Wow, Beth. I do not deserve that, but I love you for it. I love you guys for seeing the interest in what I'm doing. And of course, by being able to keep in your head that it was just theory and speculation around what I'm actually showing, it doesn't mean it's fact or so. The question. Wow, thank you so much, Beth. Yeah, my pleasure, darling. I love you for it. And you said it, a no drama group. And I'd like to also say, Darla and a lot of you that did see what happened recently with a few channels, I think it's beautiful that you can come to my channel and to go to that channel for your reasons for looking for truth, and that it doesn't affect my relationship with any of you for doing so. The truth is the truth. I shared what happened. But again, I appreciate you all for going to several astronomy channels. Everybody has a little piece that they can contribute to the bigger story. And some people don't even have telescopes and have amazing channels, but it's accepting what's going on. It's accepting the point of views of other people. It's not always easy, even for me, to accept other theories that you don't agree with. I won't hide it. I'll say I disagree, not necessarily, but I may be skeptical about certain theories. That I'm not afraid to mention it. So, Christy, thank you. Thanks, Christy. Thanks so much, you guys. Can't thank you enough, Christy, for the amazing support. Christy, we talked a lot about spirituality, more about witch boards and stuff like that, and I want you all to know that there's a beautiful side to the spirit world, guys. It doesn't always have to be presented with horror music and in a way where it's all demon and negative energy. If you're going into that or trying to communicate with a spirit and you're saying in your head that it's just devils and demons and crap you're going to get, it's important for you to in your heart. That's all you have to do. I confirm that 100%. Keep the power of the higher being of your creator and who you believe, if you believe in a creator, is around you. If not, have a high energy, positive white energy around you to protect yourself, right? Instead of having, a circle with candles and sitting down inside of it. There's a reason why people do that. And the reason why we see it in movies is not the same reason why people actually do it. And a lot of the habits that people have using witch boards come from religions. It comes from the things that religion and priests and monks and brothers and sisters tell us to do to protect ourselves against spirits. And and then if you have someone that's not serious, that's why playing Ouija by yourself is not something that might even work with me again because I'm older. But there's ways of playing by yourself on the board and having another energy in front of you, placing an object there that will represent someone else there with you so that you can play alone. It sounds crazy, but it's going to work, and I'll be showing you guys really soon. And I love you all. Thank you all for the amazing support. Christy, thanks. And everyone who contributes to this channel. Beth, everybody. Christian, je t'aime fort, mon frère. Puis de plus en plus, mon ami, surtout sur la chaîne Ovni Québec Astronomie, même si la chaîne est morte, Christian, je vais partager. Je vais partager tout ce que tu fais, mon frère. And I thank you all for the amazing support. Love to hear about non-terrestrials. I always see objects in the sky, even as a kid. Yeah, I think it's all inside of us, eh? And it's either always like that or it isn't. And it's a very unique way of the other side communicating with us. Why do we keep the portal open? For whatever reason, I don't know. But some of us can. So, yeah, you guys. So I'll see you all very soon. Bye.